Okay, so today we'll be revising, the basic calculus and how to use calculus while finding displacement, velocity, and acceleration. So first, you to revise the formulas for differential and integration. Also, I'll give a revision in this slide, and the and you to learn how to solve the numerical. Okay, so let's move forward. So in physics or in kinematics, there are three very important parameters. That is displacement, velocity, and acceleration. So you have to remember that velocity is rate of change of displacement and acceleration is rate of change of velocity. So basically all these quantities are dependent on each other. So if we are given x, then how to find v from x? If we are given v, then how to find a from v? Or vice versa. Suppose we have a, then how to find v? Suppose we have v, then how to find x? So you to remember, like, you to learn how to find different parameters depending on different equations given. So I'll first solve how to find v from x or a from v. So differentiation is used to find change in quantities. So when displacement changes, there is velocity. When velocity changes, there is acceleration. So from x to v, if you have to find out, we have to differentiate x to get v. And from v to a, suppose velocity is given and I want to find acceleration. So from v to a, we have to differentiate. So remember this thing, the differentiation is used to find change in quantities. So if x is given, then x is displacement. So if x changes, it means the particle is moving. It means the particle is getting displaced. So there will be velocity. So if you differentiate x, you will get v. Similarly, if velocity is changing, then definitely there will be acceleration. So if you differentiate v, then you will get acceleration. So you have to remember this chain. From x to v, from v to a, you have to use differentiation. Now we'll solve a numerical. Suppose if x equal to t cube, so position of a particle is depending on time as t cube. So at t equal to 0, x will be 0. At t equal to 1, x will be equal to 1. At t equal to 2, x equal to 8. At t equal to 3, x will be 27. So basically with time, the particle is getting displaced. So there will be velocity and there can be acceleration also. So we have to find out velocity and acceleration at time equal to 2 seconds. See, we have x, so v will be equal to dx by dt. So if you differentiate x, how to differentiate? The power will come in forward and you will to decrease 1 in the power. So v is 3t square. Now we already have v. Now if you'll see, velocity is depending on time. So when time changes, velocity will also change. So to get acceleration, acceleration will be dv by dt. So this 2 will come forward, so it will be 3 into 2, it will be 60. So if you'll see, from x, first we have found out v. From v, then we have found out acceleration. Okay, now at time equal to 2 seconds, we already know the formula for velocity, so v will be 3 into t square. So t is 2, so 3 4 ja, the answer is 12 meter per second. Similarly, acceleration is 60. So at time equal to 2 seconds, acceleration will be 6 to ja, 12 meter per second square. So this is how you have to calculate velocity and acceleration when x is given, or if suppose v is given, then you can easily find out the value of acceleration. Now integration. Now integration is used to find total value of quantities. Like differentiation is used to find small change. Integration is used to find the full change, the full value of the quantity. So if velocity is given, it means the particle is moving. So if velocity is given, then x will be integration of v dt. From, suppose I want to find from this time t1 to that time t2. Similarly, if acceleration is given, it means velocity is changing. So if I want to find a total change in velocity, then I have to integrate it. So a dt, lower time t1, upper time t2. So v will be integration of a dt t1 to t2. So if a is given, then v can be calculated with the help of integration. So from a to v, I have to use integration. Suppose v is given, I want to find x. So from v to x also, we have to use integration. So integration is used when you have to find the total change in quantities. Okay, so let's solve a numerical of this topic. So integration is used to find total value of quantities. Suppose a equal to t square and at time equal to 0, v is 0 is given. Now at time equal to 2, you have to find the velocity. Now remember, when you have to integrate and find the value, then you will need at least one limit and the value of quantities at that limit. So at time equal to 0, we know velocity is 0. So I want to find velocity at time equal to 2 seconds and acceleration is t square. So from A, I have to find V. So we know that A is dV by dt. So dt will go on that side. So dV will be t square dt. Integrating on both sides at time equal to 0. So dt is here. So lower limit of time will come on this side. Velocity is on this side. So lower limit will come on this side. So time is going from 0 to 2. Velocity from 0 to V. Integration of dV is V. Lower limit 0. Upper limit V. Integration of t square. Now remember how to integrate. So t raised to power n, integration t raised to power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So for t square, integration will be t cube upon 3 from 0 to 2. Now you have to put the limit. So upper limit is 0, our lower limit is 0, so v minus 0. Upper limit to 2, lower limit 0. So first put the upper limit, that is 2 cube by 3 minus, then put the lower limit 0. So velocity will be 8 by 3 meter per second. So I have used integration to find value of velocity from acceleration. Now suppose if v equal to t plus t square and at time equal to 0, position is 0. You have to find position at time equal to 1 second. So v is dx by dt equal to t plus t square. Dt will go on that side, so dx will be dt dt plus t square dt. At time equal to 0, x is 0. So time is 0, x is 0. We have to find x at time equal to 1 second. So x is unknown, time is 1 and 1. So integration of dx will be x, 0 to x. Integration of t dt will be t square by 2, 0 to 1. Plus integration of t square will be t cube by 3, 0 to 1. So if we'll put all the limits like here on the place of t1, on the place of t1, so x will come out to be 5 by 6 meter. Now we have already learned velocity, acceleration. There is a slide on differentiation and integration also. You can again check it out. But you have to remember how to find one parameter from another parameter with the help of calculus. This is very basic in physics. Okay. Now what you have to do is you have to submit a quiz that I'm sending it to you. And if you have any doubt, you can WhatsApp me.